Alright, this is part two. This is the 70s. Will Chamberlain with the ball passes it to Erickson, to Goodrich, pulls up mid-range. No good. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Or Luel Sindor, if you want to say that. Whatever you want to call him. Most people call him Kareem Big O. To G. Smith. I don't know who that is. Knowing 2K, he's probably some randomly generated player. We're pretty much just looking at Big O and Kareem. West gets a free layup. It's good. Jerry West. This game looks a little bit closer. Jerry West with better help, like Wilt Chamberlain and Gail Goodrich and a washed up Jen Baylor. Big O with the ball. Oh, crossover, rebound, Erickson. Pull up, no good. Kareem with the rebound. Dang, this is a pretty close first quarter. See when this, I think the Bucks will win, but this could go either way. Bucks ball. I don't know who the hell that is. Kareem with the ball. Oh my god. Random player with the ball. Big O has it. Kareem with the ball now. Kareem trying to dribble. Yeah, this is the 70s. No, he's selling. Gail Goodrich open for three. He didn't even take it. Wow. Wilt Chamberlain to the basket on Big O. What is that? Why is a point guard guarding a center? Okay. I guess that works. Big O has it. Crosses Goodrich. Oh, the cross. Fake. To Kareem. Obviously can't shoot. Random player that I'm not even pronounce. Oh, Allen to the basket. He chokes. This is exactly why I think they're random generated players. 2K probably just didn't give a crap and just put in Kareem and Big O and called it a day. West pull up in his face. So good. Can the Lakers win their first game of the tournament? The Los Angeles Lakers have not won a game yet. Celtics fans already hyped. They have one of their teams in the second round. By the way, I just wanted to say during halftime that I'm only using 2K teams, so like the 2010 Lakers or the 2018 Rockets or like really good teams like that who definitely need to be in 2K aren't in like 2K. So yeah, we won't be using them. And we're also not including the 2020 decade, because we're like 1 year into it. So there's and the Nets are just going to clear that decade. That's pretty obvious. West with the fast break layup. I thought it would be pretty obvious that the Nets were just going to clear the 2020 decade, so I didn't think there's a point in doing it. And the Nets would probably shred this entire tournament. Honestly, I think they would ruin it. I think they would just literally shred the competition knowing 2K. Big O to the basket. Keeping this as a competitive basketball game. Wilt to Jerry West, the logo of the NBA. Passes it to Erickson. Wilt Chamberlain with the ball. The man who scored 100 points gives it up to Goodrich. Baylor's there in the paint. Screens from Wilt. Pulls up in his face. Bang! What a shot! Face! Big O has it. They would need a bucket here. And it's good. Big O. What a shot. Or not even a shot, sorry, a layup. West with it. Trying to get something. Good defense from Big O. End of third. We're going into the fourth quarter. And the Lakers have a 2-point lead. Can the Lakers win their first game of the entire bracket? Let's see. Can the Los Angeles Lakers pull it off? Or are they going to choke like last game? But, Lakers fans will be nice. We'll put the 60s game to the side. Because, that was bad. I think the 60s Celtics will... Oh, and he crosses him! He breaks his ankles and he gets crossed. Jerry West with the crossover. Oh my God, Erickson, the random player, McCarter to the basket. Jerry West. I still can't believe that ankle breaker. Wow. Damn, if I'm a Bucks fan right now, I'm humiliated. And if I'm not tripping, I believe this is the only Bucks team. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to Bucks fans. You only have one team. Same with Raptors fans. You only got one team. Kareem! What kind of layup was that? This game has been a lot of fun so far, with a crossover and insane layup from Kareem. We even got some Wilt versus Kareem action in the paint. Let's see this McCarter with the ball. This shot will probably decide the game, if I'm being honest. The only thing that's going to suck about like the 70s and the 60s is no one's going to be able to shoot. So we're not going to be seeing any three-point action until at least there. Erickson, he breaks Wilt Chamberlain, and the Bucks are going to lose. What a rebound from Wilt Chamberlain to get them to the next round of their decade. Wilt Chamberlain and the Los Angeles Lakers proved me wrong. Jerry West got an ankle breaker. They show that off. McLaughlin, and they don't even take a shot. Or they take a shot last second and they don't even make it. Lakers win by 4. Pretty close game, but the first entertaining game of the entire tournament, because I mean, the other one was just an absolute blowout. So for the least, I'm gonna say it's not entertaining. The 71 Lakers advance. They have the New York Knicks versus the 76ers. The 76ers will get home court advantage. If I'm not tripping, this is one of the Knicks' only teams. They have this one, they have the 1990s ones. Yeah, I think this is one of the only 2 Sixers teams. The Bulls have a lot of teams, though. If you're a Bulls fan, that's hallelujah. There's like 6 Jordan teams. It's ridiculous. There's literally like 6 Jordan teams. Like literally, I'm not joking. There's like 6 Jordan teams. So I mean, honestly, if the Jordan Bulls don't win, like I would be shocked. It's not even. It's because there's so many Bulls teams. I'm honestly debating just only putting in the 96 Bulls. Because, come on. You know, yeah, I'm only going to put in the 96 Bulls. Because, come on. Obviously, the Bulls are going to win if there's 6 of them. That's common sense. If there's one of them, then, you know, it could be a lucky game. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do for the 90s. We're only going to put in the 96 Bulls. So, we're going to skip a bunch of those Michael Jordan teams. Other than the 96 Bulls, because I think it's the best one. Anyway, let's get back to this game, because we're nowhere near the 90s. Walt Frazier has it. He's going to dribble it. Let's see. To the basket, going for a contested layup. Not very good. Bibby with the ball. To Julius Erving. Takes a pull-up. Dr. J can't get it to Bill McGinnis. He messes up. The Knicks with the rebound. One of the Knicks' only teams. This one, the Patrick Ewing Knicks, I believe, are the only New York teams. Except, well, I mean, the 02 Nets are a New York team, technically. Oh, but that was New Jersey when they were in New Jersey. So, goddamn, there's only one New York team. Sixers lead 2-0 this start of the second quarter. By the way, if you're watching this and you want to, like, if you're not watching this live and you're watching this by the time the other videos are published and stuff, if you want to see, like, actual, like, a lot of scoring, I would skip about the 80s and 90s. Because, I mean, like, that gets, like, the 70s, where literally everyone's like, just a white dude shooting random shots. I mean, like, I'm not even trying to be racist, but, like, I don't know, there's just not going to be a lot of scoring in these decades. So if you want to see like a lot of scoring, like I'm talking like mostly every possession, I mean, yeah, I would wait. Unless you want to see people like Dr. J play, because if I'm not tripping, Dr. J only has one team on the all-time. So yeah, but I wouldn't suggest skipping, because then you'll be confused with the matchups. So it would be better to just, see, so you're not lost. But I'm not you. You can do whatever you want. Walt Frazier gets the N1. Wow. What an N1 from Walt Frazier. It's the free throw Knicks by 1. I have confidence in the Sixers, but I think they have like no good players other than Dr. J. That's why I think the Knicks will win. Because I mean, I don't know. Let me guys know, who do you think is going to win the whole tournament? Not just like decade, like the whole entire thing. Personally, I think like it's between like the 17 Warriors, 96 Bulls. Like I think a 2000. I think either a 2000 some team from the 2010s are going to win, or the 96 Bulls are going to win. But that's just my opinion. But also, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm only including one Bulls team, it's because if there's 6 Michael Jordans, there's no way one of them doesn't win the championship. I wouldn't be surprised if like the 92 Bulls and like the 96 Bulls were in the finals against each other. Well, not in like the final, but like they would dominate the 90s, and the majority of the teams are just Jordan Bulls. So I don't think it'd be very fair to teams like the Raptors or the Bucks, who literally have one team they get eliminated, they're done with. But where Bulls fans literally get 7 teams that are almost literally the exact same. Like, I just don't find it fair. But that's just my opinion. Well, I think that I think there's gonna be a lot of like upsets in this. Cause I mean, so far, oh, what a block! Was that George McGinnis or was that Daryl Dawkins? I couldn't tell. Dr. J gets a test lip. I think there's gonna be a lot of upsets in this. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's a single Clippers team. So I'm sorry to... Wait, is there a Clippers team? No, there's not a single... No, never mind. Lob City Clippers. So the Clippers do have a team. They have the Lob City Clippers. But if you're a Clippers fan, you're just here for the Clippers games. You're going to be waiting a while. Well, I mean, unless you're watching this, like, in a long time. But, like, if you're watching this, like, live, you're probably not going to see the Clippers play for, like, a month. At least in this case. This is a close game. Knicks down by 1. Irving to the basket. This is huge, and it's good. Dr. J can't miss. 10 points on 5 for 6 shooting. Dr. J even has a dunk. What a performance from Dr. J with literally all the 76ers points. Can Dr. J drag this team to the like the finale of the 70s? Whoever wins this is versus the 71 Lakers, but I don't think this game really matters. I think the 71 Lakers will literally duke you on whoever wins this game, but you never know. Monroe, I don't know which Monroe it is. The rebound by Bryant. It kind of hurts seeing that in a 23 now. 24, Dr. J, the and 1. In this game, you could say is over. Dang, I'm getting my predictions wrong every time. I thought the Lakers would beat the Celtics. I was wrong. I thought the Bucks would beat. That's wrong. And then I thought the Knicks would win. It's really low odds that I'm right about that. They're gonna call a timeout. The only thing that sucks about this is that it's playing now. It's not like my league where I can just go to Simcast and wait till the timeout's over. I have to sit there and wait 5 seconds just so I can click off the timeout. Anyway, player of the game, Julius Irving. That's pretty obvious. This dude scored all of his team's points. So, I mean, if he's not player of the game, then I don't understand. Jerry Lucas with the ball to Walt Frazier, trying to get to the basket. They miss the shot. Their season's over, and the Sixers are going to win. Not very close game. I mean, the beginning of the fourth quarter was definitely close, but fourth quarter wasn't. Turned this game out to be pretty bad. It's an 8-point game, the highest scoring game yet. Bradley with the ball pulls up from 3. It's an air ball. Wow. The 76ers, are they going to go for a bucket or dribble out the clock? Oh, they almost lose it. They don't go for a basket. They win by 8 points. Walt Frazier knocked out. Knicks fans, oh, never mind. Doug Collins got a point. The Knicks, unfortunately, couldn't pull it off. And there's no elimination bracket, like no loser bracket, so. The 76ers did win by more points, so we're going to give them home court. Oh, and that's how we're going to do with matchups like this. So, let's say the finale for the 2000s is the 01 Sixers versus the 08 Celtics. Here, I'll say it when the music ends. Let's say the finale is like for the 2000s is 08 Celtics versus 01 Sixers. Let's say in the last round that they played to like the semifinals, let's say the Celtics won by 5 points and the Sixers won by 4 points, then the Celtics will get home court. If you don't understand, then skip and try and think about what I just said. But if you understand, then good for you. Let's get this game started. This is our first finale. Everything's on the line. Both teams. There's no elimination bracket. Everything's on the line, because if there's an elimination bracket, this would probably take like 2 months. Irving with the ball, layup, it's no good, he chokes. Erickson with the ball. No good. I mean, why did I say no good? Can Jerry West get another ankle breaker? We're not going to get any God-tier center matchup. There's not really an insane matchup this game, like Kareem and Wilt and Big O and Jerry last time. This matchup's not very exciting. I mean, I think the Lakers are just going to crap on the Sixers. I don't think it's going to be very close. Because when it comes down to it, Dr. J can't drag this team out of winning a whole decade. Like, come on. And he's not playing good either. West, the full court, can he do it again? Oh my God. If you remember when he hit didn't he hit like a half court to win the championship or something? Didn't he do that? Either way, oh my God, look at that. West, jeez it. Look at that. He literally was in. Oh my God, this camera's. And it bounced out. And when I thought it was gonna go in, it didn't. Wow. Nobody scored this game. Good defense from both teams. Oh my God. First ball. Lakers ball. Sorry, I'm kind of tired where I live. It's like 3 a.m. Just recording this because I haven't recorded anything in a while. West. Oh, he could have took that. He was a little bit open. Jerry West with the ball. Open again. West tries to pull up Wilt Chamberlain, free hook. And that's the first bucket of the game. Both teams, when it comes to scoring, playing terrible this game. That being the first bucket of the game, Knicks with the ball. They pass it to Dr. J like always. There's been 2 points in this entire run for the Sixers where 2 points where it wasn't a point from Dr. J. Wilt Chamberlain with the block. Like I said, I think the Lakers will just dominate this team because at the end of the day, it's just like the 01 Sixers, the only other Sixers team. It comes down to the fact that they have one dude carrying them. And that's a problem the Sixers really have with their team. They're always a title contender. But their problem is they have one dude dragging the team. That's why they can never win. And that's why they haven't won in a long time. But that's just my opinion. Julius Irving is good. He hits it at the line. Keeps this game close. Jerry West, he shot it last. Can he shoot it again? No. Hits the side of the rim. 4-3 at halftime. Pretty close game. My prediction's not looking so good, but like I said, I think the Lakers will just grab on the Sixers. Because I think the Sixers won't do very good in this tournament. Just for one simple reason, and that reason is that they have one player dragging them. Iverson's good and all. Dr. J's good and all, but if let's say they get to the finals and they're versus some team like the 96 Bulls, 13 Heat, 17 Warriors, teams like those with absolute super teams, Dr. J or Allen Iverson can't stop that. And I'm not gonna act like it's their fault, because nobody could. But yeah. Will with the screen, West to the basket, passes it to Will Chamberlain. They could tie the game here. It's a one-possession game. If they make an and 1-3, they can. It's a one-possession game. Dr. J has it. To McGinnis. The block by Will Chamberlain. Sorry, I was coughing there. Erickson loses the ball. Wow. Flop from Erickson. That could have gave them a huge lead. That was huge for them. Free with the ball. This is their chance to make some noise and make this game close. He gets the layup. This is definitely what you'd want to see it to finish off a decade. Jerry West, another. 1 in, out. 3 full court attempts. Wow. 3 full court attempts, right? 2 or 3. Jerry West, yeah, 3. Man, literally taking 3 full courts. Jerry West, the first player in NBA, probably the first player in NBA history to take 3 full court shots. So, yeah, that's that. I don't really care about assists for the game. Sixers ball. Dr. J is not in the game, but they have a chance to take the lead. This is huge. Come on, if you're a Sixers fan, you're under pressure. This is one of the only teams that the Sixers have. They cannot afford one of them to not even get out of their decade, and they choke. The rebound by Bryant. Bryant. The what? Is that Joe Bryant? It's Joe Bryant, the father of Kobe Bryant. It's the father of Kobe Bryant. And that's also Mike Bibby. Father. This is Mike Bibby's father. Mike and Kobe Bryant's father are going at it in a brawl. Now I want the Sixers to win. So, no, just a moment. Imagine if the 0-1 Lakers and the 77 Sixers come out of their decade. They end up versing in the finals, let's say. And just imagine that it was Joe Bryant Joe Bryant versus Kobe Bryant. That would be funny. Now I actually want the Sixers to win because they have Joe Bryant. Clutches out for them just like his son's clutch. Anyway, that's enough of that. Henry Bibby with the ball, the father of Mike Bibby. He's dribbling around, 20 seconds left. This is the finale. This is For the entire decade, they don't have Dr. J in the game. Collins with the shot is so good there. Dawkins with the rebound to McGinnis. 8 seconds left. Baby, what is he doing? 3, 2, 1. He takes it. It's a brick. He hits it on the side of the floor. Side of the net. What a bad shot from Bibby. It hits the side of the net. And even after Joe Bryant's rebound, they cannot do anything. Dr. J couldn't help him. Wilt Chamberlain was the real deal this game. Coming out of the 70s, Wilt the Lakers. In the 70s, the Lakers won the decade. I'll see you guys in part 3 that will be uploaded.